Up, bitches, bros, and non-binary kids. I'm supposed to be doing my going live post. So I'm just reusing one of my old ones because I am lazy AF. But congratulations, Kona, on getting 2 medals and agreeing with me giving Harpy some color. She's now a person of color, I think. I think that's what it means if I give her some color, right? She was just too fucking white for me. That's what it was. Harpy, you are literally glowing. Do you know what? I can show you the before and after. As soon as I'm done just quickly posting this. Because you look so out of place. Well, that'll do. 1 second. Let me pick some good music as well. You are white. I made you less white. You were too offensive. Hang on, I'll show you what you look like originally. I'll get the picture up. So I was literally just editing the thumbnail picture for the best awards, and Harpy gave me the idea of using the Oscars selfie. So, do you know what? I'll show you what you look like. I can change you back if you want, but I'll show you what you look like when I do. Hang on. Let's play. Watch this. This is the current picture right now. And let me just quickly find the picture of Harpy I used. But this is everyone we've got included. Oh, Connor, that is great news. I'm going to copy and paste this in. Hang on. This is what you look like there. This is you there. And then this is what you look like. Normally, you look fucking glowing. Do you want me to change you back to the pastiest bitch of the planet? Do you want your pasty white skin back? She wants to be white again. Make Harpy white again. Okay, I'll do it. At least 2 people in this picture were topless as well. There we go. I'll save that. I'll edit it late. Oh no, hang on. I even need to do that actually. Hang on. Is that you there? That is you. Copy this. I can just do this one. I'm being lazy. There we go. See? Don't show. Oh, do you know what? Actually, I might accidentally show boobs if I undo the wrong mask. I might show either a topless dude or a topless woman. In fact, yeah. Do you know what? Would it be too obvious if I just pointed out who it is? But no, I'll leave it. I'll leave it in. It's an Easter egg. If you see the picture, you know who's topless in this picture. If you know, you know. Let me save it so I can actually use it later. Go. Yeah, how's everyone doing today? It was, but this picture's indoors. I'm surprised you managed to survive in the sun and not turn into a fucking tomato. Or a lobster, even. I don't know, what shade of red would you turn when you burn? I know you don't tan, that's for sure. Yeah, my plan today, I've got a few videos queued up to watch. I need to do the Wordle. I need to probably do GeoGuessr as well. I've been doing bad on GeoGuessr recently, so I need to fix that. Yeah, do you know what? It probably was taking a night. She's basking under a full moon. The only time she goes outside is to howl at the moon, and that's it. Let's do the Wordle. That's my starting word. Big oof. Yeah, Harpy's lagging behind. I've already picked out all my awards, and she's like, to be fair, she is making the awards as well this year. So I guess she's allowed to take her time with it. Sweet. No, okay. Exactly. They better appreciate all these participation badges is what they are. Like you don't have to put any effort into win an award at the best awards. They are just participation trophies. You literally only need to participate to get them. I've used S already. Houty. Okay. WEO. WEO. Apparently, yeah, Kona, you're quite popular. I think you've got more than one award lined up. Gonna be words like power or shower won't fit. No, there's no S. WO and E. Okay. I reckon it ends in the W, so that's gonna be the very end. OEW? No. No, it's not gonna be an S or a H. I know the E is gonna be one of the first two, at least. So I've already narrowed that part down. No, it's not gonna be meows. As much as I would like it to be. I want to put in meow. There's no S. I've not used up a D yet. I think it's gonna end in OW. So it ends in OW. E is gonna be someone the first two. I think it's gonna be the second one actually. So something E, something OW. RE OW. Repow, no. I'm gonna put in meow, so I can't stop thinking about that word. Okay, it starts with an E. The E is in the first one. You got it in three. Damn, flexing on me now. Fucking elbow. No. Okay. E. Not gonna be Elmo. As much as I'd like that to be the answer. Not use up R. Not use D. Not use up an A. I thought it would have been elbow. That's a very good, like, out there word. Got EOW in the right place. I just need to pick those last two. Got it in 6. Okay. Can I get it on the 6th one? Let's find out. I do this. I'm just looking at the consonants I've got left. I got an A, but I'm pretty sure there's no more vowels in this. There's already E and O. I don't think there's gonna be another A. The boss from MGS3. Okay. That is a very obscure clue because there's a lot of things that could be endow. Got it right at the end. That is a very out there word. It is a very esoteric clue. I got it in 6. At least I got it in the end. I am. Mac, I used a topless picture of you for the best awards. I don't know if you've seen the thumbnail. I'll go back to it. Hang on. So Harpy and I were just talking about doing the best awards, and we were looking at pictures. We Harpy's idea was to use the Oscar selfie. So I thought, okay, I'll let everyone in, and yeah, you're right behind Selendria there. So there are 2 people in this picture, right? I used topless pictures of. Mac is one of them. It's one of the better pictures we had of you. So do you know what? I'm happy with it. I'll hide your nakedness behind Selendria's hair. I'm glad. Well, I don't know. Depends. When you see what award you win, you might not be. I think Harpy is giving you your one. I'm just saying, whoever gets any award from me probably won't want it. Hang on, GeoGuessr. I think that's what we're doing next. Right, how well can I do on this? Most timed out award. My awards are very abstract. Harpies are a little bit more sensible in comparison. What language is this? Miguel? Okay. There's a lot of countries in which Miguel could be a... Oh, that's censored. That is censored. Rifles.com? I think we might be somewhere in the Americas. No, riflets. Okay. South America. Where would you go for... Do you know what? I'm going to drop in Colombia and hope for the best. Uruguay. Okay, I would not guess that. I just saw a big fucking truck full of rifles. I thought, you know what? It's gonna be somewhere around here. I think this might be in Panama. Or it might not be, actually. Hang on. It might be, from the looks of it. There's more than one. Question is, can I remember where Panama even is? Is that also in South America? Slightly more around Cuba, right? If I'm correct. I've watched Prison Break. I know where Panama is. I'm putting it there for now. Let's see if I can find any other clues. Thing is, Mech, I don't think you'd win Best Topless Pick. All I remember is that season 3 of Prison Break was set in Panama, and it was the worst season. I mean, 4 was also quite bad, but 3 is when it got bad. Who is your topless pick? Oh, I don't want to spoil it. But I got the picture from her OnlyFans, so... If you recognize which picture I use, then you probably subscribe to it. I thought it'd be fun. No, I mean, last year when I did my Pornhub review and I looked up all the trending topics, right? One of the top 5 categories on Pornhub was solo male masturbation. So there are dudes literally jerking off in their room alone, making more money than any of us. Like, all of us combined, actually. I can't tell which language this one is. I'm thinking Spanish, but I'm not sure what kind of Spanish. It could be Portuguese for all I know. We're putting a new train line in. Okay. I'm gonna go towards Spain. You could be Mac. I mean, if that's true, why aren't you subscribed at tier 3? Get to 100 subs if you happen to be making bank just jerking off on the internet. Most of us do it for free. But it looks near the coast. I'm gonna go with Barcelona. No, not Barcelona. I'm gonna go with here. Fuck it, 10 seconds. How close am I? Almost. Okay. Portuguese. Lisbon. Okay. It was going to be in this area. Not my best round, I think. Alright, I did actually queue up a few videos to watch and talk about current events with. Just because I like being prepared for once.
Today, Israel appears to break the agreed ceasefire in Lebanon.
I've also started calling Israel Izzy for short now, purely because if you mention, because I noticed because I posted a fucking banger of a joke, right? And it got suppressed by the algorithm, and I'm pretty sure it's because I mentioned Netanyahu by name. So I need a nickname for Netanyahu that people would get. But also, I've started calling Israel Izzy, just because I want to be able to make jokes about, you know, countries and political leaders. Nettie is a good one.
UK Prime Minister,
because you can still tell who I mean by that.
for change, and the head of the British military says the world could be entering a third nuclear age. From TLDR,
Happy, we're lucky. Other countries are doing worse than any of our countries.
In our spotlight today, we have a look at Lebanon, where Israel
can get some schadenfreude from it.
Some of the terms of the previously agreed ceasefire. Specifically, Israeli forces carried out drone and artillery strikes in Lebanon on Tuesday.
This isn't the first time they've done it either. Like, they are a repeat offender when it comes to, like, violating a ceasefire. And the way they always word it is like, did Israel do? I mean, of course Izzy fucking did it. Izzy always does it. Every single ceasefire they've had, Izzy has just, like, completely backtracked on it.
For their part, the Israeli government has justified this strike by arguing that Hezbollah had already broken the truce. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu explained that...
Oh, I could call him Benny, but then that's what I call Ben Shapiro, so that might get them mixed up. I mean, they're both equally terrible. I mean, not equally terrible. I think this Benny is worse than the other one. I think Nettie is a good one.
Keep striking with an iron fist against alleged violations of the truce by Hezbollah, which has taken the form of near-daily strikes by Israel. In total, these strikes have killed at least 15 people.
Wait, so they broke the ceasefire by alleging that the other side did first, but they haven't actually... It's not confirmed or anything, they just alleged it did. And then they started literally bombing daily. That's kind of sus to me. Like, if it was true, why aren't they being shot, like, you know, bombed back in exchange? It seems to be a very one-sided thing. Like, oh, they did it first. This is very sus. I'd say we vote to eject Izzy, right? Izzy sus. Vote to eject. I don't think anyone's going to disagree with that one. I don't trust Izzy.
Now, on Monday...
Because, like, no one else confirmed it. It's literally... We're just taking their word for it, aren't we?
To these strikes.
Taking the word of someone who has repeatedly violated this exact same thing before.
It's the first strike from Hezbollah since the start of the truce, and it seems to be what Israel responded to on Tuesday. However, the issue is that the Israeli government had been vague about what exactly they would count as truce violations prior to Hezbollah.
So, I mean, yeah, of course it would be, right?
Just to recap the terms of the truce, the ceasefire stipulates that the Israel Defense Forces will gradually withdraw from Lebanon over the next 60 days, with the Lebanese army replacing them. It's based on a pledge.
They violated it first. How?
Resolution.
Don't want to tell you.
Move away from the border with Israel.
Do you know what this reminds me of, actually? I don't know if you guys ever watched the Madeline McCann documentary with with the parents, the McCanns, Kate and Jerry, and just how much they would refuse to cooperate with the police in trying to find their daughter, almost as if they don't want to find her. It was like the most suspicious thing ever. If you've ever watched any form of like video about the whole Madeline McCann case, it is like surprisingly suspicious how they always say, "Oh, we want to find our daughter," but like they refuse to cooperate with the police and the investigators almost every single step of the way. And this is just what it reminds me of.
From rebuilding its infrastructure in southern Lebanon and is expected to reposition north of the Litani River. US President Joe Biden assured both sides that the US and France would collaborate with Israel and Lebanon to ensure the deal is fully implemented, while clarifying that no US troops would be deployed in southern Lebanon.
I mean, he could just stop selling them the missiles, right?
Which began last year when Hezbollah began firing rockets into Israel in support of Hamas, has claimed the lives of over 3,700 Lebanese and more than 140 Israelis, displacing over 1 million Lebanese and around 60,000 Israelis. Initially confined to minor exchanges of fire, the conflict intensified into a full-scale war, particularly for
Izzy such a fucking drama queen, bro.
ground incursions before the ceasefire was agreed. Now, before we continue, I just wanted to quickly thank everyone who continues to watch.
Like, I'm pretty sure Izzy is the kind of person that would say, this person looked at me funny, therefore I am gonna call... No, that's exactly who Izzy is. Izzy is the type of Karen who would call the police because a person of colour is loitering outside their, like, apartment or something. Like, they might have a neighbour that lives in the same building as them that just happens to look a slightly different shade, and they call the police saying, why is this person hanging out outside this building?
Too Long is our physical magazine, where every 4 months we dive deep into the stories we care about.
Well, yeah, I'm surprised you guys haven't fucking, like, guillotined Macron yet.
That happened in 2024, a year shaped by landmark elections across the globe, from the UK and US to elections.
Like, when it comes to having a fucking riot or a revolution, no one does it better than the French do.
History in India. It's not just elections.
That is something. Have I got it on the list? I don't think I found any videos. Oh, I mean, hang on, let me check. Not yet, but I need to look one up, actually. Hang on. Let me add that to the queue. Because is there any videos coming up on here at the moment? No, hang on. I'm gonna type in CEO shooter, because he got away on a fucking, scooter, didn't he? I don't want Sky News. No, I think the reason I've not queued it up is I couldn't find it from a source that I liked. Oh no, don't tell me. I want him to get away with it. No, I think most other places haven't, like, apart from the initial reports of this. You know what? I can queue up a few Sky News videos, I guess. Reluctantly. Oh, hang on, is that BBC? Okay, let's go with the BBC.
The chief executive of one of the United States' largest health insurance companies, United Healthcare, has been shot and killed in New York this morning. The New York Times reported that Brian Thompson was shot just before 7 a.m. at a hotel in the Midtown district of Manhattan.
Can we get hypes in chat for this?
They believe the shooting was a targeted killing. Let me show you the live pictures quickly before we talk to our correspondent, because the police very much still there at the scene. The cordon, a large police presence there in Manhattan. John Sudworth is our correspondent in New York. And John, tell us a little more.
Ooh, looking cool, Joker.
You say Mr. Thompson was shot.
I wish every CEO get shot in New York.
Into a United Healthcare investors meeting on 6th Avenue. Eyewitnesses say that a gunman wearing a hoodie and a backpack fired a number of shots from a distance of about 20 feet away before.
Why couldn't the Trump shooter be this efficient? Okay, this guy fucking, apart from the whole dropping the phone bit and getting caught on camera, amateur mistake, but at least he got the job done, right? As far as shooters go in America, you guys have been slacking recently. Like, Trump had 3 attempts and none of them got him. This guy, on the other hand, at least he got the job done. I mean, I hope it's a throwaway phone. In fact, that would be a great way to throw him off your scent by having someone else take the fall for you, right?
Making his escape by bicycle. As you mentioned, at the moment, it looks like the police are treating this as more than just a random act of violence, as something targeted. Eyewitnesses say that the gunman appeared to have been waiting for.
There was a third Trump shooter. There was the Trump shooter of Christmas past, the Trump shooter of Christmas present, and the Trump shooter of Christmas future. In fact, let me look it up. Hang on. Third Trump shooter. Nobody cared about it because it literally was it in September? No, October maybe. There we go. Third. Oh my god, GB News. Of course they. Fuck it. My friend called GB News GBBs, and that's what I've been calling it. Third Trump assassination attempt forward as gunman with fake VIP credentials arrested. Yeah, the guy was arrested before he can get close to Trump. He tried to get in close with a fake ID. He got arrested at the door basically. Stopped at a checkpoint ahead of the ex-president's rally in Coachella, California. Okay. Yeah, there was a third one, but fucking your shooters have been so bad. I think right. I think the right-wing shooters are better than the left-wing ones, because the left-wing ones have fucked up so many times, right? I think that's the problem. Democrat shooters are the worst, whereas, like, when it comes to school shootings and all that crap, the Republicans have got it in the bag. They've killed so many fucking people. Like, the KD ratio between a Republican and a Democrat shooter is, like, absolutely insane. Like, there's that one trans school shooter as well that the Republicans love bringing up whenever people mention how white the shooters always are. That trans shooter barely killed anyone. Honestly, it's wild. I think that's the problem. I think that's why the Democrats lost the election, right? It's because their shooters are bad.
Mr. Thompson outside.
See, if Harvey had better aim, maybe January 6th would have gone differently.
Deeply shocking news for the company itself, for the city of New York.
You reckon it's not enough ranges? I think it could be choice of firearm as well.
America, but New York as a city has much lower.
Because when you have an AR-15, it's hard not to kill anyone. Considering you're just spraying bullets everywhere, like eventually you'll kill some people.
This is right in the center of Midtown.
And that's like the conservative gun, isn't it?
South of Central Park, not far from Trump Tower, a part of New York that visitors and tourists will know very well. A large police
spinning kick would be stylish.
The subways and on the streets. So this is very, very unusual, and obviously now there is a major manhunt underway and a police investigation beginning.
Do you know what it is, right? While all these conservatives and like fucking Republicans were at the gun range firing rifles, the Democrats studied the blade.
Across the UK.
That's what happened.
BBC News.
So while all these yeehaw Americans are shooting stuff, if we ever have a knife fight with a Democrat, they're going to pull out a katana and slice you in half before you even realize.
The fear of what it might mean for national security, the economy, wages.
Also, I do like Femi's content.
People into voting for them because they're the
I found out actually, Femi, he's a left-wing UK political commentator. He's actually fucking local to me. Like, he was doing a TikTok when he was on his way to the train station. I realized he's just going past my area. Just to dox both myself and him.
To be tough against immigration and cut those numbers. Whether it's Nigel Farage screaming that we're at breaking point or Donald Trump saying, build that wall. But the right are the biggest drivers of immigration and the problems they say are caused by it. Because one of the reasons Western countries need immigration and continue to allow it in high numbers is because we don't
He
have
does some pretty good content.
to run the economy that can support all the people who are
Like, he's got a lot of good
And that's a
takes.
problem for the US and the UK.
Because he does a lot of research into his points.
Well, because in the US and in the UK, we simply aren't having enough babies. And why aren't we having enough babies, which is making us reliant on immigration? Because we simply can't goddamn afford to. But we're the West. We have, like, all the money in the world, so how can we not afford to? Oh yeah, that's right. The money is all hoarded at the top, so it's not we, us, who have the money, it's the rich. And so in order to fix that, you would need policies that would be aimed at redistributing wealth so that the people at the bottom could also afford to have kids. And what do conservatives say about that? Oh yeah, most of them are heavily against.
I mean, if you give money to a kid, they're probably spending it on Pokemon cards. Why would you do that when you can keep the money yourself and spend it on Pokemon cards for yourself, right?
The Reform Party are planning to cut the amount of tax that the super rich pay, and Trump is also promising tax cuts for billionaires. But what about their main attack line, that immigration drives down wages, because with more people, it gives employers the upper hand, because they can simply hire whoever's willing to work for the least amount of money. And so it's really all about who has the power, the employers or the employees. And so you'd think that after Brexit, which they sold as a way to stop immigration, they'd be all about giving workers more power, right? Instead, when working class people like nurses and teachers demanded better wages, people like Nigel Farage accused them of being part of a left-wing conspiracy.
Fucking, alright, I've mentioned this before, we always make fun of America for being stupid as fuck and doing stupid as fuck things. But we can't forget the fact that we as a fucking country, as a fucking nation, stood outside our houses and clapped for nurses instead of giving them, you know, better pay when they were trying to help people during a pandemic, right? And literally for like, I'm not even joking, Coffee. This is what people did. Nurses and doctors were being underpaid during the COVID 2020 like pandemic, and the British government decided that to show our appreciation for them, instead of giving them more pay, people stood outside their houses and clapped for like a minute, and that was it. And it was the same year that politicians, prime ministers, and members of parliament received a pay increase, actually. Dude, like fucking, I went to the dentist this morning. My dentist was not from this country. In fact, no, I've got beef now. I've got beef with not the dentist I went with, but I've got beef with my surgeon that did the tooth extraction, right? Because they did an x-ray of my teeth, and it turns out when they did the tooth extraction, it might have caused a cavity in one of my teeth. Which is bullshit, because, like, I didn't even eat any, like, chocolate or sweet or sugary food to make that cavity. I did nothing wrong, and why am I the one suffering, right? I think, just to make things fair, I should be able to knock my own surgeon's teeth out, right? I should be able to just, like, boom, give him a cavity. See how he likes it. To be fair, he did a fucking good job, so I can't really, fault him for it. I just want to throw hands.
And that's not even mentioning the damage that Brexit, which was pushed by the right, has done to family finances in the UK. It's almost like they want to keep working class people...
It's wild, right? All these racist white dudes and, like, who hate immigrants, none of them are doctors, none of them are lawyers. It's wild how that's always the case.
Won the Brexit referendum in 2016 by saying,
"There is nothing we can do to stop unlimited numbers of people from EU countries settling in this country and enjoying the same rights and privileges as all the rest of..."
Okay, but what's wrong with that? What's wrong with letting other people have the same rights and privilege as everyone else? Like, that sounds pretty fucking badass. That's literally what I want. I want everyone to have the same rights and privileges. Don't care where you're from or what you look like. I don't see how that's a bad thing.
I not only got him to admit...
Because, like, he's gonna say, oh, our taxes are paying rent. Motherfucker, we're paying taxes regardless of if they're here or not.
It was a lie, but I warned him directly that if he went through with Brexit, immigration would likely go up.
Article 7 of the EU Citizens' Rights Directive, which says that in order to come here without a job, you need to have sufficient resources to not become a burden on the social assistance system of the host country and have comprehensive medical insurance.
Femi, in theory, you're right. In theory, under European
In theory. No, he's just right. You don't need to say in theory.
treaties.
They just read the literal fucking word of the law right there and then. Connor, every single time I go to 5, right, guys, right? I get a salted caramel milkshake because that was the flavor of milkshake that was thrown at him. So in honor of milkshaking a racist, I always get the salted caramel milkshake whenever I go Five Guys. In fact, I've not been in a while. Should probably do that soon.
That can be placed.
Maybe tomorrow.
The EU has restrictions on immigration, and the
It's a
UK
good
has
flavor.
implementing them. Leaving the EU would mean more immigration.
Which is exactly what happened. And yet Nigel Farage is taking advantage of that to tell people that he, again, is the answer to high immigration numbers, because he thinks we're all stupid. Like, he knows what immigration means to this country because I told him.
Do you accept that a population that has risen beyond anything we've ever seen in this country before has put massive pressure
But you should throw water on him, he'll dissolve like the Wicked Witch of the West.
Immigrants make up 5% of the UK's population, and yet they make up 10% of our doctors. So rather than EU immigration being something that threatens the country, it is literally keeping it alive.
Again, I was proven right, because the loss of the EU free movement of work.
The problem is whenever you debate someone on the right like this, it doesn't matter how correct you are or how much literal information there is backing up your claims. They'll just choose to ignore it. If they see information they don't like, they just won't acknowledge it.
Meant that the work path for EU doctors to the UK became harder. And yet despite his policies damaging our National Health Service, Nigel Farage takes advantage of that in order to...
Hang on, semi-skimmed milk is too woke? I mean, I drink semi-skimmed milk sometimes. If you don't... Oh, did you hear about... I think that's on my list, actually. The raw milk issue. With, bird flu. Hang on, I'll bring that up. Harper, you're gonna get banned for that. Literal hate criming me right now. Can't believe it. Harper, I'm gonna edit the fucking thumbnail for the Best Awards. I'm gonna make you look Indian now. I'll do an Indian variant.
Privatization.
And I think we're going to have to move to an insurance-based system.
I'll make myself blonde and blue-eyed and white.
And the fear of Muslims out there. Surely the biggest factor in our national security is how many people are there out there who hate us. Well, right now, the right is currently supporting
Connor, I can't believe you've done this to me.
thousands of innocent Muslims in the Middle East by selling weapons to people who are currently wanted for war crimes. No, I don't just mean this guy. We have been doing that for like 10 years with Saudi Arabia and Yemen. We're talking 300,000 people, mainly using weapons sold by us in the West. Like, you remember how Wanda Maximoff's whole motivation for hating the Avengers and the West was how a Stark device destroyed her whole town. And it didn't matter who actually...
That's actually a fucking good point. We had a whole Avengers movie about this. About why the West might be bad for selling weapons to, you know, then drop on Middle Eastern children. I mean, the 8-ball is black, so yeah, I guess so.
Across the Middle East now have that experience because of the right. So it cannot be overstated the extent to which all the issues that the right wants to blame on immigration are actually issues that they have created themselves. They are printing their own votes.
Let's talk about bird flu being detected.
Has anyone else also heard about the whole, the bird flu pandemic? So I'm hoping we get a second wave of COVID, but only affecting the right-wing loonies that are drinking it, because it's fucking great. I love it when, because like we had the whole ivermectin situation back during the pandemic. Now we have it in a new variation.
California.
Poppy, it's fine. It's only affecting the stupid people. People are doing it to themselves. As long as you're not a fucking moron, you'll be fine.
California Department of Public Health.
Because it can't...
The virus was found in a batch of cream top whole raw milk from Raw Farm LLC of Fresno County, which then offered a voluntary recall at the state's request. Now, very notably here, the CDPH said that there have not been...
The thing is, they voluntarily recalled it, right? But people aren't giving it back.
The affected lot at a Best Buy.
They're still drinking it, even though they know it's infected.
Organization, while most people develop symptoms within 2 to 5 days, it can take up to 17 days, which is why the CDPH warning that people can contract bird flu not just from drinking contaminated raw milk, but even from accidentally inhaling it or touching their eyes, nose, and mouth with unwashed hands after touching raw milk. And that's also...
Again, it's only affecting people who don't wash their hands, so we should be fine.
pasteurized milk and to immediately return any remaining products to the retailer that they purchased it from. And so with that, one, adding that officials were notifying sellers to remove the contaminated products as well, and two, the CDPH also noting public health experts have long warned consumers against consuming raw milk or raw milk products due to elevated risks of foodborne illness, with them then going on to outline a laundry list of different bacteria and illnesses that have been reported in relation to consuming raw dairy. And this is explicitly saying that the CDPH actively advises against consuming raw milk or raw milk products.
Well, seeing Americans actually care about, you know, their health like this, because usually American government bodies regarding food just don't give a fuck.
Organisms that can cause illness, and making it clear that pasteurized milk, unlike raw milk, is safe to drink despite what you might see online. And I will say, to that point, you know, we actually did a deep dive recently into the dangers of drinking unpasteurized.
I shit you not, right? If you made a brand of milk, if you just got like random store-bought milk, right, and just put a label on it that said Trump and sold it as Trump milk for like 10 times the price, you'd make a killing.
And what can really only be described as raw milk propaganda.
You know what, Harpy? I agree. I love sucking on titties. I mean, who doesn't?
TLDR is that there's been this big growing.
Who doesn't love sucking on titties?
Raw milk is a healthier and more natural alternative. And this, despite the fact that health.
I think that's something we should all do more of.
We're saying that it is actually much more dangerous and there's nothing unnatural about pasteurization. So part of the reason that this movement has gotten so much traction is it kind of just it eats its way from both sides. Right on.
Hang on, I think that needs to be pinned. There we go.
You have a lot of far-right, anti-establishment folks latching onto it as a middle finger to the government agencies, kind of painting this as a matter of freedom. But then on the complete other end, you have the kind of woo-woo Erewhon types like Gwyneth Paltrow hawking it. They're saying that she drinks unpasteurized cream in her coffee.
Do you guys know about the bullshit Gwyneth Paltrow does? With her fucking stupid-ass brand Goop. No worries, Mac. I appreciate you being here. Have fun with work. Oh, don't worry. Your topless pictures have very thoroughly been saved and enjoyed. By both myself and Harvey, actually. Have you guys seen the kind of crap Gwyneth Paltrow's selling? And the fact that people are buying it? Because it's literally, like, bullshit. She knows it's bullshit as well, but people are just... I think suckers is the only word for it. Let me look up Goop. What are they selling? What are they selling at the moment? Because you don't want to buy. Let's wellness guide. Let's have a look. Oh, lover's guide. Okay, hang on. I mean, Valentine's Day is only a couple of months away. Yeah, coochie crystals. Like you'll have normal. Oh, that looks like a. Okay, that's not. I think they might have toned it down a little actually recently. I mean, look at the prices. The prices are fucking insane. People are still paying for it. I thought, yeah, Harvey, I saw that. I thought, oh. I mean, no, that one straight up is. That one straight up is one. They're called Smile Makers. Yeah, she's straight up selling vibrators. Okay. Do you know what Gwyneth's pick? What did she pick out? What does she like to use? A $675 fucking jumper. Okay. I'm guessing these are all the most expensive products. That's why she picked them out. I'm just looking at the prices of these and like, you know what? No, fuck this. $600 caviar, okay. $99 sleep mask, holy cow. I'm pretty sure you can get one of these book lamps from like AliExpress for like $5. That's just straight up brush. Have a look at that. No, I do not want to pay for this. It's been 15 years. I mean, it's more than a year old. It's been over 15 years now. Oh my god, we've been yawning wrong the whole time. How to deal with a parasite inside you, okay. Drink raw goat's milk. Oh, hell yeah, she's straight up on that raw milk train. She's the OG when it comes... Oh, she's the goat when it comes to raw milk. To be fair, scrambled eggs is quite good. I agree with her. Scrambled eggs are the best form of eggs. Water has feelings. You fucking donkey. You absolute ugly piece of shit. Oh no, is that command not working? I'll do it manually later, or whatever. Dude, yeah, overcooked eggs are a bit shit. That's true. No, but when you do it right, scrambled eggs are like the best kind, I think. I think they're made to be scrambled.
Daily and literally promoting the same brand of raw milk that tested positive for bird flu in California. And then all of this is we've seen an increased push among lawmakers in a growing number of states to legalize unpasteurized milk. Hell, just last
I don't think it really changed the flavor of the water either. Tastes the same to me.
Farm sales of raw milk legal. And this is in addition to the many other health risks. You have the situation in California raising.
Ooh. Are we killing water? Okay, we're killing all water, I guess. I can't believe I made water depressed. Oh, and a brand new page as well, okay. Here we go, water. Guise of depression. After being bullied. By me. There we go. Oops. Don't want to drop my death note. Holy shit, I've almost finished this. I'm over halfway. Like, yeah, at the moment. Brand new page there, of course. That's water. But yeah, I've only got like that much left. Only those few pages. Like, this is how many people we've killed. That's a lot of death. Like, this is how many we've killed. Hang on. Starting from there. Quite a lot of people. For 1 second. There we go. Making sure I don't drop that.
Of bird flu to people who consume raw milk.
Oh, I wish I could be as efficient as Izzy. I mean, they kill indiscriminately, though.
Cows back in March, and since then, the virus has spread to cattle in 15 states. And although the spread to humans remains low, most of the confirmed cases came from exposure to
I mean, the difference is I'm more of a gentleman killer, whereas Izzy is sort of rough around the edges and kills literally every child they can come across.
Cases in cattle have been in California.
Whereas I pick and choose my targets.
Experts say that the big
I'm much more refined, whereas they're more brutish and rough around the edges.
The virus has to mutate and become more.
And I kill people I don't like, and with for very good reason, whereas they literally make shit up.
Explain it. If you have people being exposed
multiple times,
avian flu, and then they get infected with regular season.
Look, I think they violated it first time. I mean, you can now rain missiles on them every single day.
Form a Frankenstein virus to which people do not have any pre-existing immunity, and that's how you end up with a pandemic. With them adding that just one person who consumes raw milk with bird flu could put the rest of the population at risk. But again, all of that.
Hope it only happened in red states, though. We're lucky.
Of this growing movement. For now, we're gonna have to wait to see, both generally and also because California is taking precautions to protect consumers.
I queued up a few PDS, Philip Franco's clips, purely because they got a lot of stuff.
Wild and shocking news that the president of South Korea has declared martial law, and we're just.
Have you guys heard about martial law in South Korea? Because I'm pretty sure he's been impeached over this.
Korea's President Yoon declared martial law, which is an absolutely massive deal.
He does his own brand of clothing, and I'm not a big fan of him. I mean, quality looks good, definitely. I've actually brought a couple from him before. I just because I do like supporting him. His news style is quite good. But like 80% of them, I'm not a fan of.
It marked the first time in nearly 50 years that martial law has been declared.
And the one I do like, the pattern is on the back, not the front. And I don't like it when shirts have really cool designs, but on the back of the shirt.
incredibly restrictive. I mean, it banned all political activities and allowed Yoon to take command of the news media, among other measures. Now, as far as why Yoon has made this shocking and unprecedented move, it comes amid an ongoing battle with the political opposition there, because notably the opposition controls the National Assembly and won by a landslide in the last general election, effectively making him a lame duck president. And in his speech invoking martial law, Yoon specifically claimed that the opposition was plotting insurgency and trying to overthrow the free democracy, right? Accusing them of being pro-North Korean, anti-state communist forces and saying that martial law...
I'm pretty sure all of that ended up being bullshit as well.
Threats. But this is on the other side. You had opposition leaders and others accusing Yoon of a blatant power grab, with some even going as far as to describe his efforts as an attempted coup. I mean, just so you understand how insane this move is, even the leader of Yoon's own party condemned the move. He called it wrong. And this, you have many claiming that Yoon's doing this to lash out at the opposition, which has essentially prevented him from passing any bills. And specifically, this includes next year's budget bill, which Yoon's party and the opposition have continued to disagree over. But then also, beyond that, they've been hounding him over various scandals and corruption cases, with Yoon just dismissing calls for investigations. But these cases, they include not only Yoon's top officials, who the opposition has attempted to impeach, but also his wife, which is why we saw the leader of the opposition party condemning and vowing that the National Assembly will...
He backtracked after a few hours as well, so that's the world's shortest coup.
Not let the military rule this country. And adding, President Yoon's illegal declaration of emergency martial law is null and void. But then also, this is where things get really scary and messy. Right, as I mentioned, the martial law order bans all political activities. And according to South Korea's semi-official news agency, after Yoon's announcement, the military proclaimed that the National Assembly and other political gatherings would be suspended. But then, despite that, we saw thousands of protesters filling the streets near the National Assembly demanding that Yoon resign. Also, a massive thing is that after the declaration, the Speaker of the National Assembly called on lawmakers to convene, and while it was reported that the military had blocked the entrance, enough of them were able to get in. Though some members reportedly had to do so by pushing past the blockade, with one even filming it. And eventually, 190 members of the 300-member assembly managed to gather, and around 2 hours after Yoon's martial law decree, all 190 of those lawmakers voted to block the declaration. A move that elicited cheers from the lawmakers inside and the protesters outside.
That's fucking wild.
Majority vote, you then had local outlets reporting that South Korean military officials had said the martial law will remain in place until President Yoon lifts it himself. Though this is both the Speaker of the National Assembly and other local media outlets had reported that the martial law troops and police had begun withdrawing from the Parliament building, right? And protests outside were still allowed to continue. And so you had the whole country in this just weird legal standoff, right? On one hand, you had the president declaring martial law and making it illegal for the National Assembly to convene. But then you had the National Assembly saying that is illegal and convening any way to lift martial law. And then you also had the military, who seemed to be echoing what the president was saying, but then also not completely enforcing martial law, right? Because if they did, the lawmakers and protesters who gathered would have been arrested. All of which then brings us to the news that broke just as we were finishing today's show. President Yoon has lifted the martial law order, saying, in light of the National Assembly's demand to lift martial law, I ordered the withdrawal of military forces involved in martial law operations. Adding, his cabinet is meeting to accept the National Assembly's motion to proceed to revoke martial law. And not long after that, we saw the semi-official news agency reporting that the cabinet had approved the measure lifting martial law. And so now we have to wait and see what happens from here and what the fallout from this whole clusterfuck of a situation is going to be. But while we wait to see what happens there, I gotta pass the question off to you. What are your thoughts here? Hey, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this clip from the full Philip DeFranco show. And also, a big thanks to Squarespace for sponsoring our clips channel. Turn your
Legitimately, when I saw the news, I thought it was a typo. I thought it's something that, because it sounded like something that would happen in North Korea.
So your website is your digital business card.
I was like, oh.
You control the story, no algorithms or distractions. And with Squarespace, it's so easy because they got.
I was like, oh, is this a typo? I was sure you didn't mean North Korea, but no. Strip is South Korea.
To get started for free, it's squarespace.com/Phil or scan the. Now, weeks after her disappearance, police say they now have an idea of where Hannah Kobayashi is, but Hannah's family isn't so sure, right? And for those that are unfamiliar with the case, Hannah's this 30-year-old Hawaiian woman that's been missing since November 11th. And with that, we have a pretty clear idea of what the few days leading up to her disappearance looked like. Where we know that on November 8th, she was on a flight from Maui to New York.
This is a wild story.
Her family saying that she had plans to stay with an aunt in upstate New York and to take pictures at a DJ show in Brooklyn. But then Hannah didn't board her connecting flight, and the next day, she was spotted at a bookstore in LA, and she made a couple of Venmo transactions to unidentified people. Then, on the 10th, she shared a photo on Instagram of the LeBron 22 trial event at a Nike store. And in fact, a YouTube video went up showing her at the event. Right, and then we get to the 11th, the last day that anyone heard anything from Hannah before she disappeared. They're reportedly texting her mom to tell her that she never made it to New York and sending a couple concerning messages to a friend, reportedly saying things like, "Deep hackers wiped my identity, stole all of my funds, and have had me on a mindfuck since Friday, and I got tricked pretty much into giving away all of my funds." And following that second one up with, "For someone I thought I loved." And with that, you had her sister Sydney saying that some of the last messages that Hannah sent seemed out of character for her, right? Using words she normally wouldn't. And this, a surveillance video caught her at a downtown LA metro station near Crypto.com arena with some unidentified guy, and then Boom, she's gone. But then a few days later, on the 15th, the LAPD Missing Persons Unit making a poster about Hannah's disappearance, and the Maui PD saying they were assisting in the search as well. Right, and that's also when Hannah's family made a GoFundMe, with them promising to use the funds for feeding search teams, a media campaign to maximize awareness, and supporting their family, among other things. But then, after that, Hannah's aunt Laura giving an interview with CNN saying, our mind is now going to, abduction, and I hate to say the word, but, trafficked. We're doing the best that we can, but the family at this point is having to come to the reality that those things could be a possibility. And just a few days after her disappearance, Hannah's father, Ryan Kobayashi, traveled to LA to help look for her, telling CNN at the time, Hannah loved to travel. She loved photography, art, music. I wasn't too close with her growing up. We haven't had contact for a while. I'm just trying to make up. I'm trying to get her back. That's my main focus. With Ryan then spending 13 days searching before he was found dead, with the Los Angeles County Medical Examiner ruling his death a suicide.
I was not expecting that.
The search for our beloved Hannah must continue with the same love and determination that Ryan would have wanted. We need your help. We need your strength. Our family needs you. The search for our dear Hannah must continue with unwavering hope and determination. She is still out there, and we believe that together we can bring her home. And what we ended up seeing was that Ryan's death really kicked this story into high gear. But the attention around Hannah's disappearance, it exploded. Countless headlines and internet sleuths looking to get to the bottom of this. Find Hannah. Reddit pages popping up titled Find Hannah Kobayashi, with people sharing links and updates and many, many theories out there that I'm not going to dive into. But I mean, even real private investigators picked up on the case and they dove into it. But it wasn't until now that we got a real substantial update, with the LAPD classifying Hannah as a voluntary missing person, with them saying that they had—
That's a wild thing to call someone, but I want to see where they go with this.
Customs and Border Protection, which shows Hannah crossing the border into Mexico alone on November 12th. They also went on to say that Hannah requested her luggage from her missed flight to New York to be sent back to LAX, where she picked it up on November 11th, with her then taking her bag to Los Angeles Union Station, where she bought a ticket to take her to the US-Mexico border. And all of this is notably the person that she was seen with by the Crypto.com arena was reportedly found and cooperated with police, and they were able to verify his story. And you had investigators adding that before leaving Maui, Hannah wanted to disconnect from modern technology, with Lieutenant Douglas Oldfield of the LAPD saying, we just know that she did not have her phone after she left LAX. We know she doesn't have her phone on her. For what reason? We can't say for sure. But what we do know is that at this point, the LAPD says that Hannah left the country of her own volition, with the chief of the LAPD, Jim McDonnell, adding, to date, the investigation—
I mean, they can't really force to stay, can they?
She is being trafficked or is the victim of foul play. She is also not a suspect in any criminal activity. She has a right to her—
I don't know why they came up with that name. It's honestly like the biggest red flag they can do it.
But we also understand the concern her loved ones feel for her. And finally here—
Kona, you're a VIP. VIPs can post links.
But we'll likely get a notification if Hannah comes back to the States. Right, and with that—
So unfortunately, you are now a crypto scammer.
The US Embassy, so that people know that she's safe.
You've actually promoted Crypto.com.
Not the ending that many were hoping for or expecting. In fact, what we actually ended up seeing were a number of people online getting angry with Hannah after this update, saying things like, I have zero empathy for Hannah Kobayashi. If you want to leave, let your family know. She selfishly left the country and pretended to be missing. Her father took his own life while the police spend so much time looking for her. So this also as others turn their vitriol towards the family. With, for example, Hannah's sister Sydney saying on Facebook that she had to pull down the page that she made to help find Hannah because they were getting death threats. And all of this is there have also been calls for the GoFundMe donations to be returned. But then, in addition to all that, there are some that just aren't—
This video's still going. There's more to the story.
Things don't add up, and there has to be a missing piece to the puzzle. And some of those people include Hannah's family, with Sydney saying that their family wasn't shown the video that supposedly proves Hannah walked over the border, and their family attorney adding they just reached this conclusion without showing them any footage. It takes a lot more digging and investigation to be able to say it's voluntary. And the skepticism here, it extends outside of the family, with, for example, a private investigator and former FBI agent saying that the LAPD should release the video from the border, saying, I think it's entirely possible that the LAPD misidentified a person in this video with all the other border crossings. As such, I'm calling on LAPD to release the video publicly. The family will know—
Because it could go either way.
Sydney adding that even if it is Hannah in the video, there are still more sinister possibilities to be explored, saying the LAPD say that they have seen her alone, but that doesn't discount the fact that someone could be watching her from afar, knowing how big this case has gotten and maybe controlling her or telling her what to do. And so now, despite the LAPD's findings here, you have Hannah's family promising to continue—
Plus, I wouldn't really trust the LAPD either.
Searchers into Mexico.
Well, we know they're the ones trafficking her.
Enjoyed this clip from the full Philip DeFranco show, and also—
Okay, did anyone hear about— I'm assuming you guys know who Kai Cenat is. He's currently the biggest, like, streamer, I think, on Twitch. He's like a big subathon. He's currently the most subscribed to person. But there was a bit in his stream that where he had a magician. For like, I'd say prank is what he called it. I don't think it is a prank. Legitimately, I'm not sure what went through this man's head to think this was an appropriate thing to do.
On the text line for the past 12 hours, let's talk about this Kai Cenat situation. And for those who don't know, Kai Cenat is arguably one of the biggest streamers in the world right now. And he's in the middle of this marathon stream subathon where he became the most subscribed streamer in the world. But now we're seeing people yell, "What the hell? That was messed up."
Exactly, ACAB includes them
The
too.
reason they're saying that right now is because there was a stunt aired on his stream where it appeared that Kai pulled a rope that then hung someone. Because like I said, Kai's been doing this subathon, and last night he was...
Oh yeah, I think it was like a magic trick that went wrong and he ended up hanging someone live on Twitch.
Kai walked outside to find Max. Max was already on a platform accompanied by 3 nooses, which resulted in this reaction.
Yo, what? Bro, what is wrong? Max, what the are you doing up there, Max?
And then, as they got closer to Max, he explained the stunt, noting that there were 3 nooses up there with him and 3 cords with handles down by Kai. And in this setup, the way it's shown is that even though Kai couldn't see what cord belonged to which noose, he was going to pull one when Max told him to. Notably, Max attached to one of the nooses, but first, he also warned the audience.
Like, the way it screwed up was so fucking stupid. I think this guy had no idea what he was actually doing.
I'm supervised by professionals. We have emergency personnel standing by, and that absolutely no one should try anything like this or anything dangerous at home.
They then do a pull test where Kai pulled one of the cords to see what would happen, and sure enough, one of the nooses goes up. But then after that test, Max putting his head through one of the nooses, and with only 2 cords left to pull, it seemingly meant there was a 50-50 shot that Kai was going to pull the one that Max was attached to. And initially with this, you have Kai seemingly getting worried.
If I kill you, I go to jail, right? Bro, what the No!
Everyone in Kai's group also appears...
I think the guy who's at fault is this motherfucker here.
Max instructed and pulled one of the handles. And as it turned out, he pulled the one that Max had put his head in. So Max goes up into the air for a few seconds, but his crew then quickly dropped him down and got him out. Now with that, the reason I'm describing it rather than showing you is I do not think I can or would want to show you someone getting hung by a noose. But in the aftermath, what we saw and what I can show you is Kai's reaction.
What the Wait, no. Oh my God. No. I might get banned. Oh, my heart hurts. Oh my God. Yo, what? I get banned. Is he good? It's gotta be a prank. It has to be a prank. Max still laying in the box. Bro, I just
I like that people are still gifting subs while this is happening as well. It's kind of dark.
Kai's team then's instructed to go back inside. Kai continues to wonder if he was pranked, asking is Max okay? And then he finds a note from Max instructing him to watch a video where he essentially explains that the whole thing was pre-planned.
If you're watching this, that means that something has gone terribly wrong. But what you don't know is that was all according to my plan. You see, at the start of my performance, I said that tonight was all about choices. But not just the choices that you made tonight.
Genuinely stupid motherfucker.
The day that we met. Well, all along, I planned to influence you to make the wrong choice, and I knew you'd pick the red handle.
You then see Kai seemingly worried he was going to face a ton of backlash.
Like, how is this supposed to be a good trick?
Prank or not, whether Kai knew or not, he shouldn't have let this whole thing happen. With people writing things like, it doesn't take a genius to know once a man was on a stage with a noose around his neck, you probably shouldn't continue with the stunt. No matter if the magician tricked him or not, there comes a point you need to use logic in your brain and call things off. I'm not saying Kai is a bad guy, but he needs to be held accountable. And Kai Cenat had someone almost break their neck for his enjoyment, and his first words are, I might get banned. And this is people saying that because of this and other recent controversial elements of his stream, he should be banned, with other creators like XQC.
I don't think it's enough for him to be banned over it, but like, if anything, I think the fault is with the magician for making that thing something he wanted to do.
And you just killed somebody. Oh, it's a sticky note. It's just a prank.
And with this, understand you do have people defending.
Like, who the fuck comes up with a prank like this?
Happened. He got set up. Some think that Max was intentionally sabotaging him. Though there, we've seen some pushing back, speculating that every element was staged. With this, you know, others are more mad at Max, calling him out in his YouTube comments.
Like, none of that is a setup of a good prank.
For this prank. But as far as my opinion, I'm not inside Kai Cenat's brain. I don't know if he was in on it or not. It seems crazy that he would do it, but I also do not know him as a person. But I do find myself agreeing with the argument that even just seeing the setup for this would have been enough to kill this, right? I mean that either way you look at it. One, purely on Max's side, right? I think just as a concept, fake accidental hanging prank, fucking loser of a concept, as well.
Absolutely.
As on the other end, The 50-50 will he get hung challenge? Insane concept. Like, I cannot imagine how hard it is to come up with new, interesting ideas for 30 days straight.
Are people that creatively bankrupt to the point where they have to like do shit like that for attention?
You know, with that, I gotta ask, what are your thoughts here? And also let me know if you're familiar with Kai or not. What are your thoughts on the people?
I've never really watched any of his streams. I don't think it's content for me. I know he's the most popular dude on the planet right now. But like, it could be worse. Like, I mean, he's better than Dr. Disrespect and Logan Paul, I guess. But like, I guess all the kids are really into watching his stuff.
Yo, we need to talk about Donald Trump's tariffs because he is doubling down on them. With him now saying that he is going.
How many more will be? I think it's the last video got queued up.
The U.S. from Mexico, Canada, and China on his first day in office.
To be fair, I think that we all know more or less about Trump's tariffs now and how more or less the consumer is the one footing the bill for it. So, watch this. Let's chat. I think what I'll do, I think there's going to be an ad playing in like a minute or so. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to have a quick piss break. And then we'll move on to Silent Hill 2. And get the whole Labyrinth section done. Over and done with. Because it's one of the worst ones. I want to see if I can actually get through the whole thing in one go. But you know, I'll set a game now so I can't forget about it. Otherwise I will absolutely forget to change my category. And I'll load up some Silent Hill. And then I'll see you after I'm done pissing. Maybe I'll... Do you know what? No, I think that's maybe water taking its revenge on me. I called water ugly. And now it's trying to escape my body. Maybe that's why I need a piss break now. That could be it. I think this is water rebelling against me after what I did. So maybe water really does have feelings. I think Gwyneth Paltrow was onto something. Clearly I should have learned from that. Maybe if I was kind to water, I wouldn't need to pee so bad right now. He clearly was onto something, right? Maybe I should apologize. Make an apology video just for the bottle of water I have on my desk. I mean, I would, but I'm not really a good person, so obviously I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, ad is gonna be playing in just a moment. When it does, I'm gonna drop a BRB. And do you know what? I'll apologize to a bottle of water when I'm off screen. I don't want to do that shit publicly. Anyway. Be right back.
I'm recalling the attack team. Return to your positions. Increase security.
Be careful, he's still in this area.
Understood. Reinforcements are on the way. Intensify security measures. You haven't made your scheduled report. Carry out an investigation immediately.
It was nothing. All clear. The situation is normal. All clear.
All personnel, return to your stations. I'm recalling the attack team. Return to your positions. Increase security.
Be careful, he's still in this area.
Understood. Reinforcements are on the way. Intensify security measures. You haven't made your scheduled report.
It was nothing. All clear. The situation is normal. All clear.
All personnel, return to your stations. I'm recalling the attack team. Return to your positions. Increase security.
Be careful. He's still in this area.
Understood. Reinforcements are on their way. Intensify security measures.
Alright, we're getting spooky in this bitch. We're doing the worst part of the game, I think. I'm not a fan of the labyrinth. It's tedious and goes on for too long. Anyway, I've got like no health, no ammo. This should be fun. Door locked. It is. But I've almost finished this. I imagine when I finish this, probably next week, if I carry on streaming regularly, I'll move on to Alan Wake 2. And continue with the survival horror. I'll play it until like, I reckon I'll be done in February time, because I think end of February, start of March, that's when I'll be moving on to Monster Hunter Wilds.
I thought that thing killed you. Are you hurt?
I need to play Alan Wake 2. I've finished it once, but I want to do the New Game Plus, because the New Game Plus is literally a extended story.
What do you mean?
And I really fucking loved it. It's one of my favorite games of last year.
What are you talking about?
Just before
Remedy just makes some of the best fucking games.
Don't you remember?
Honey.
My friends, right, so when I went to Comic-Con last weekend, my friends did an Alan Wake good group cosplay, and one of them was Alan Woke. So he was Alan Wake, but he was a female version of Alan with bright red hair and like pronoun badges. So he was Alan Woke.
Remember that time in the hotel?
Maria?
Which was great.
Took everything. You forgot that videotape we made. I wonder if it's still there.
Plus, they called the game Woke when they found out there was a black woman in it. After they nominated it for Best like Player's Choice Award.
Aren't you Maria?
I'm not your Mary.
So you are Maria.
I am. If you want me to be.
All I want from you is an answer.
So I've not done DLC on Alan Wake either.
Doesn't matter who I am. I am here for you, James. See? I'm real.
I'll be honest, I think all the remake characters are better than the fucking PS2 original polygon models. The low poly PS2 characters. One change I'm not sure how I feel about is they made Eddie fatter and more pathetic looking.
Well. If you happen to make up your mind.
Which does add to the whole, you know, making you pity him sort of thing. Because he's meant to have like an eating disorder, isn't he? Because he's constantly eating.
I'll be waiting.
I'll find some way to... I'll come back, I promise.
I think I do prefer this over the original. I know I finished the original though, so I don't really have like a massive amount of nostalgia for it. Like I played it, but I never actually finished it. And I think, yeah, I just prefer the remake so much more, because they made so many good choices. Like, you can tell whoever made it knew exactly what they needed to change to make it better. Here we go, first level. I've literally only got my pistol at the moment. I mean, I still have the chainsaw, which is always good. That's not opening. They've expanded certain sections of the game as well, which is, I think, really fucking good. You get it for one section of the game, but that's about it. You can't really have it as a weapon. And there's these people a scripted segment for like a puzzle. Okay, we've got 3 more bullets. That's gonna... I don't think 3 bullets is even enough to kill one of the most weakest enemies. But standard enemies take like 4 minimum. Okay, this should be fun. Hate these things. Can't use my chainsaw on him either. He's got a fucking flashlight for legs. And he attacks me with a penis. Okay. No, he's got me. Okay. I don't think I have enough health to take him on. Unless I'm constantly dodging. Hang on, do I have any rifle? I might have like 2 bullets in the rifle, actually. I want to take care of him so I don't have to do... Yeah, 2 bullets, okay. I want to take care of him so I don't have to like, sprint through this area. There we go. Those are my last 2 rifle bullets. I don't think there's gonna be many enemies in... Oh! Spoke too soon. I spoke way too soon. Okay, there are some enemies in here. I heard that. There's another one nearby. Oh, hell yeah, another glory hole. Gotta reach in and give someone a hand job for a new reward. Go on, James, jerk that guy off. They're not even paying him in cash either. That's kind of sad. Okay, there's another one. I'm stuck in here, but it's stuck out there, in which case, can I do this? Shit. Yes, this is not looking good. No, I can't do anything about that. Okay. Nope. I got dicked. Not the good kind of dick either. Oh, damn it. Back to that whole area again. I got the bad kind of dicking. This is why I want to kill them if I go in here, because I know if one of them kills me, I have to do this whole section again. I'm being as efficient as possible and just killing them all before I go on ahead. I like that he's drawing the map for the labyrinth as he's exploring it. Have you seen the trailers and the pictures for the movie they're making about Silent Hill 2? I'm not sure how to feel about it. Because they're doing a movie version of Silent Hill 2 called Return of Silent Hill next year. And shot for shot it looks just like the game, but when I'm looking at it, it looks like cosplayers doing a photo shoot. Does not look like a feature-length movie to me. It feels kind of cheap when I look at it. One shotgun shell. Pro tip, do not shake hands with James Sunderland. Can't even begin to imagine the amount of bacteria that must be underneath his fingernails. I only have 9 bullets left. I'm hoping there's no more of them. Or I find a room full of ammunition. I mean, it's a start. Unlock this first. Thank God for this chainsaw, because I did not have enough bullets to kill these enemies. Okay, do not have enough ammo for this, I need to run. I'm not going to kill that one. Unless... Unless I shotgun it. Knocked me out of ammo. Okay. Don't think I even needed to kill. I could just carry on running, but I wanted, you know, I wanted to. For me. I needed the satisfaction, that's what it is. Open this door. Can, okay. Oh, and we go again. He's not even rolling his sleeve up for this. Like, what the fuck? Honestly. What's wrong with him? Ah. Oh, it's too hot. Okay. We should do something about that. Okay, we can combine that with the wick. Oh, I need the fluid as well, okay. Head back through this way. I'm gonna drop a save so I don't lose all this progress, because I know that's what's gonna happen. Knowing my luck. I mean, I've got like 3 bullets left. If that. No, I don't, I have 2 bullets left, okay. Yeah, I've used my shotgun shells. Okay, 2 bullets. The left is the only place I've not been. Okay, this way for the lighter fluid. Think? It's a dead end. Have I? Is there a room I've not been in yet? Might be above. I might need to go the top way, the way I came from. I'm not seeing any of the rooms on the map here. There's one door I've not tried. And go through here. Oh, okay, I can't go through there. Where have I not been? Unless, do I have what I need already? No, I need the lighter fluid, otherwise I can't light the, lighter. I am missing something, aren't I? Let me go back through here. Where have I not been? Oh, I think... Is it this way? It is. I've not crawled through here. Okay. It wasn't marked on my map. I can go this way. Oh, it's because I can't. Okay. Blocked off. Which means there's another way there. Okay. I need to go around. The pathway I've not been down, which is to my left here. Surprisingly few items, okay. This is one of the reasons I'm not a fan of the labyrinth area. They don't give you a lot of things. And unfortunately there's a lot of enemies. Like if I didn't have the chainsaw right now, I would be having such a bad time. I mean, I did have a bad time. First time I played it, I had a really bad time. Gotten everything we need. Let me grab this. It's flickering. So when you're facing the direction of an enemy, sometimes the light flickers. It tells you someone might be hiding around this corner. Or in the fridge, who knows? When you leave leftover takeaway in the fridge and forget about it for a week. There we go, that's what we needed. Right, combine that with that, and we have a working Zippo lighter. Okay, I go back out this way. Man, okay. Oh, hell yeah. Gotta feed his caffeine addiction. It's a good thing I took out those enemies. Because I would have to be sprinting through this area constantly if I didn't. I mean, that's what I had to do last time, and I'm determined to not do all that again. Although I do need to conserve ammo now that I've got nothing. I say that after I've got none of it left. Yes, I think I shall conserve ammo now that I have no ammo. Not sure why he needed to do all that when he could have just shot the rope, right? Would have done the same thing. Could have just cut it down something else. But no, he had to stick his hand in all those gross things to get a lighter. Set that on fire. Aren't we back here? In which case, let me drop a save here so I don't have to do all that again. Alright, we need to do the next one. Yeah, we can go this way. I think the third area of the labyrinth is probably the worst one. They progressively get worse. Ah, no, it's not this way. Not that way either, okay. Turn this around again. Is there a symbol I can see anywhere that I need to match it up with? There is, it's over there. Pretty sure that's how I get there. Have I done this wrong? Did I just go up the wrong path? I think that's what I did. I'm pretty sure I got it right. And I just second guessed myself. Okay, the only mistake I made was assuming I was wrong. I should know better. I think these two doors aren't gonna open. Oh, motherfucker. 6 bullets. 2 bullets. No bullets. Okay. This is gonna be interesting. I had to completely sprint past the enemy, so I'm pretty sure it's not worth the ammunition fighting it. Or risk losing health on it either. Oh, fuck. I just got that health item, and it immediately made me lose the amount of health I would have gained. Happens every fucking time. I want to know why James is carrying around so much map paper with him. Just on hand. Like, that's not a normal amount of paper to be carrying around with you. I've not been further up ahead. What's happening here? Ah, crawl space, my favorite. Can I get in there? No, it's blocked. Okay, okay. They don't want me in there. Must be another way then. Won't let me go in that way, so that must mean... Is there a way in through here? Somewhere. I think I might have missed something. Yes, I did. I missed that big, very glaringly obvious ladder. I was too busy looking around the whole floor, I forgot to go down this ladder. Okay, that's fine. We got there. Now, if I remember correctly, this is where I get the shit kicked out of me. No, you get the chainsaw. You don't deserve any bullets. I'm certain someone more dangerous is around the corner who might need the bullets. This little guy here. Right, where are we now? Where have we made it to? Okay, I've made it around. Where are you? This is like a trap. I knew it. It was a trap. They put some ammo on the floor, knowing that you'd run for it. Just so they can ambush you like this. Is this another trap? I hope that's all of them, so I want to look at my map in peace. Okay. Which case, what if I go this way? And go down here. I can take you. Come here and let me kick your ass. Take you as well. We've got a small key. I think that's the handcuff on the gate. That door is locked from the other side. It's very Dark Souls in the way that the doors you encounter are locked from the other side and you can only open them when you get around. This is where it gets a little tricky. There's 3 ladders here, 1, 2, and 3. I need to find out which one I need to take to get up on this floor. So I need to get to that handcuff again. I need to take ladder 1. Where's ladder 1? Directly ahead, okay. Anything interesting in here? Is this another trap? Am I going to get attacked from above again? No, okay. I've gotten trust issues now. Should be this ladder if I'm correct. And I can use a small key on this. Big slash. Okay, that's been opened up. Anything interesting this way? Have I been this way? I've been this way. I don't need to go this way. It's this way I need to go. Knew it. I heard you. I didn't realize you were above me though. Fuck. I don't want to use bullets on you. Get close, I can slice you in half. There we go. I don't want to be wasting bullets on these guys. They're not worth it. Come back. I just want to talk. I just want to chainsaw you a question. I don't think that works quite the same way, does it? And then dodge away from it because he's gonna explode. I literally only have 16 bullets. It wouldn't have been enough to take out all those enemies I just ran past with a chainsword. So I'm having to essentially rely on it. Get through this area. Where do I need to go next? Is that ladder 2? You need to reference this map or the other one down below. Well, I'll find out in a minute. Let me just climb through here and see where it takes me. Or is it a super secret 4th ladder? I think it is. Ladder 4, there we go. And this should take me to the door I can open. That's been unlocked, in which case I can go back this way. And do what James loves best and crawl through a tiny fucking hole in the ground. He does it without hesitation. Oh, I need to do something. Find out what's happening over here. No, I think this is not a trap. They wouldn't do that to me again, would they? They betrayed my trust once, right? Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me, shame on them. Whatever. I don't know how it goes. I'm not really clued up on shame. Oh snap! You are not someone I want to be speaking to right now. I don't have enough bullets for him at the moment. I don't think he can climb ladders, can he? It's the fact that he's not wearing underwear and he doesn't want anyone to look up his apron, so he won't climb ladders out of shame. Too embarrassed, that's what it is. Okay, it made me have a brief encounter with the boss enemy. It's giving me a lot of healing items. I imagine things aren't going to be very hunky-dory in a minute, are they? In fact, things might be the very opposite of hunky-dory soon. Things might get really bad. I think there's no way for me out of this room, is there? That door is blocked off. So I'll need to take the ladder back down. I hope I have enough time to look at my map before he comes and cuts me in half. I'll go through here. I can. Can I do anything in here? I can. Can I get through here? Oh yeah, I can. You will never get this. You'll never get this. La 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 la. But one day he break out a cage and he get this. Why am I wasting bullets on him? I've got like none left. You will never get this. You will never get this. La 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 la. Hey, I'm almost done with this. I've got like 3 levels left, I think. And then I'll move on to Alan Wake 2, which is another horror game. So it's going to be a very spooky winter.
Mohammed Ahmed 94 and me, Avatar Obi is back and continues to play Silent Hill 2 Part 2. Great. Another round of watching someone wander through foggy streets and fight off creepy monsters. I wonder if they'll figure out why James is too dense to just move on and find a new life. Maybe. This time, we'll see some actual progress instead of just aimless wandering.
Damn, he's roasting
At
me
least
hard.
Silent Hill's eerie atmosphere keeps things mildly interesting. Enjoy the stream, I guess.
Hang on, can I get through this door now? I can. Okay. In that case, have I missed anything? Because I can see a pathway I've not been down. And this takes me back to where I started, in which case, let me backtrack and make sure I've not missed anything. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm hoping you've had a good week so far. I'm hoping your day's going well as well, dude. Ah, here we go. There are items in this corridor. Anyone could have taken those. They just left them there. We're gonna head back and do whatever it is I need to do next. Have I missed anything down below? I don't think I have. There's a section of the map I've not finished there, but I don't think I really need to run there, do I? Oh no, I do need to go back down. I need to get to those wires, and for that I need to take ladder 4. I need to get back to ladder 4. Where's ladder 4? Okay, to get to ladder 4 and to go down. This bit gets really complex. Okay, which ladder can I take to get to ladder 4? No, one thing I always get wrong. Ladder 6 and ladder 4 are IV and VI. I need to make sure I take the right one. I need to get to the wires. That's ladder 6. Ladder 6, I need to take ladder 5. Get to ladder 5, I need to take... I need to go back. It's the ladder I just took, okay. Having to cross-reference 2 different maps is what makes this part difficult. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Okay, okay. I'll go this way. Fingers crossed I know what I'm doing. I mean, so far I've not let myself down yet. Ladder 5 is here. I can't get to ladder 6. Unless I go down, so I need to go down here. Oh shit, I shouldn't have taunted him. I think he's gonna get this now. I think he will get this. Maybe I shouldn't have taunted him by saying you will never get this. Oh motherfucker! It's one of those again. Okay, okay. There's 2 of them. Okay, I've not got enough bullets for this. I can't take them out. I am gonna have to run this way. I was hoping to save those items for later, but no, I'm gonna need them now. Otherwise, I'm not gonna make it through this area, am I? The amount of hits I just took. I can cut through these now. I've got the wire cutter. Take this ladder. Oh, there he is! Oh, he's not interested. I think he might be allergic to ladders, that's why he's not going near any of them. Serious ladder allergy. Some people are very sensitive to that sort of thing, you know? It's just how it is. Here we go. I'm not a fan of how obnoxiously long this section is, so now I've got a 3rd labyrinth to get to. How do I get to the 3rd one? Where do I need to go? Oh, I should probably go check in on Maria, actually. See how she's doing. We finally got her on all those unpaid taxes. I mean, she doesn't seem to be like, you know, too fussed about being in there. I might just break her out. I'm sure I could really cut through this with a chainsaw, right? Apparently not. Okay, last one. Where are you? Is it this one? I'm pretty sure I've put this one upside down, haven't I? Unless I did do it right. It's supposed to be upside down. Is it supposed to be upside down? I don't see the symbol. Oh, it's just an item. Okay, yeah. Okay. Maybe now I've done it right. Is this the right way? I hope it is. Not a fan of this rotating puzzle. Hang on, what's it? Okay, so it's not that symbol. I thought it might have been. No, it's a different one. Okay, let me go back. I'm gonna try one of the other faces. One have I not tried yet? Not tried you. Okay, you're useless. I've already been through you. There we go, I think it's this one. Okay, no, it's not this one either, okay. Maybe. I have no idea what I'm doing. If I don't get this right soon, I might have to admit I have no clue what I'm doing. Or how I even get to this last one. Been through that one. There's no path to this one. Unless. Pretty sure this is one I've already been through. Can't see any more symbols I can use to oh, hang on, there it is. It's that one right there. Which is, I just need to turn this one back around. I think it's this. No, it's the wrong triangle. I think it might be this one. Have I done it? Nope, I've not done it. Okay. That's what I need to get to. I just need to rotate it the correct way. Unless it is that one. I don't think it is, but I'll try it. See where it takes me. Oh, it is. Okay, I thought because the triangles were different, it might not be that one. Right, same shit, different labyrinth. Alright, this is easily the worst one. smash our way through here. Before I go, let me make sure there's nothing here I can steal. I mean acquire. I almost missed this. Holy cow. Okay, okay. Getting a good amount of rifle ammunition, although I'm not getting the same for the shotgun, which I would like to do. The shotgun is just the most fun weapon to shoot. And then there's 2 doors in here I've not checked. I need to rub my face against everything to make sure. There we go. That's why I haven't checked it yet. That's gonna survive, that's what it is. There we go, that wasn't too bad. Surprisingly merciful. And there's one more door I've not checked. Apparently it's this one here. Oh no, it doesn't open. Who would have thought? While that ad is playing, I will go have a quick break and I'll be back in just a moment. Be right back.
Increase security.
Be careful, he's still in this area.
Understood. Reinforcements are on the way. Intensify security measures.
It was nothing. All clear. The situation is normal. All clear.
All personnel, return to your stations. I'm recalling the attack team. Return to your positions. Increase security.
Be careful, he's still in this area.
Understood. Reinforcements are on the way. Intensify security measures. You haven't made your scheduled report. Carry out an investigation immediately.
It was nothing. All clear. The situation is normal. All clear.
All personnel, return to your stations. I'm recalling the attack team. Return to your positions. Increase security.
Be careful, he's still in this area.
Understood. Reinforcements are on the way. Intensify security.
It was nothing. All clear.
The situation is normal. All clear.
All personnel, return to your stations. I'm recalling the attack team. Return to your positions. Increase security.
Be careful. He's still in this area.
Understood. Reinforcements are on their way. Intensify security measures. You haven't made your scheduled report. Carry out an investigation immediately.
It was nothing. All clear.
The situation is normal. All clear.
All personnel, return to your stations. I'm recalling the attack team. Return to your positions. Increase security.
Be careful. He's still in this area.
Understood. Reinforcements are on their way. Intensify security measures. You haven't made your scheduled report. Carry out an investigation.
Right, I've returned. And I want to see this house. So I'm going to Google it real quick. Watch this. Oh. Watch this. That's what it looks like. That is incredibly based. That is pretty fucking cool. Look at this. He's a pretty cool art teacher, actually. He made a bunch of screaming faces, and then he made himself a castle with a screaming face. That's like supervillain level territory, I think. Watch this. No, genuinely, that's pretty fucking cool. Anyway. Let's play. Oh, James means business here. I think it's another one of those, touch the door, everyone tries to kill you for a few minutes. In which case, let me explore first. Not gonna lie. Having that chainsaw has made the section so much quicker. Because I remember this area being very tedious. I think they got lazy towards the end. Because this is just a bunch of like rooms where you kill a bunch of enemies and that's it. There's no puzzle in this third one, that's why I wasn't a fan. Also, I was not a fan of this guy. This is when they force you to fight one of these. It wants two of them. This is what I've been saving my ammunition for. Alright, before I continue, anything else in here I can take? Who leaves bullets in a glass cabinet like that? On display? I mean, Americans do, I guess. I'm seeing the floor, and I think there's another one of them coming up. Oh, no, it's you. PG Tips Man, okay. Oh, oh. Oh, damn. Am I stuck between a rock and a hard place?
Maria.
Damn, they got her again. Well, poor girl can't even catch a break. Real question is, how did she get there before me? Oh no, this is just her cell, okay. Damn, rip.
What the hell?
Anyway, we get to wield Pyramid Head's Buster Sword now. The fun fact about this sword, it's actually one half of a giant pair of scissors. Something you wouldn't notice unless you're looking at it specifically. But James has not left, as you can tell. I mean, the sword itself doesn't look that heavy, does it? But I guess it's a metaphor for his guilty conscience, and that's probably what the weight actually is. Yeah, I'm done with it now. But yeah, if you look carefully, it's actually one half of a giant pair of scissors. So Silent Hill 2 and Kill la Kill take place in the same universe. Confirmed, right there. It's a scissor blade. Valid. One last drink. Miriam K. Traitor. Like a good graveyard energy drink. Walter Sullivan. Right, what I'll do, since this is the end of the labyrinth section, I'll save it here. And I'll continue this next time. And then, you know, I'll save the boss fight for next time. It's a pretty good boss fight. So I'll wrap up my stream here. Let's chat. Thank you everyone who tuned in today, of course, as always, I really appreciate it. Let's have a look at who I can raid out to. Let me have a look-see. Hopefully I can find someone decent. If not, I'm gonna send you the most indecent person I can find. Maybe. Okay, let me have a look. How long have you all been live for? Okay, maybe. Hang on, let me see if I can raid you. So I'm going to send you to my friend Voltaic Vixen, who's currently playing Phasmophobia. I've not had a chance to raid her in a while, so I thought I might as well send you to her. I hope you enjoy watching her play. I think she's playing co-op with a few friends. Yeah, I'm going to head off. I hope you enjoy watching her play some Phasmophobia. She's a lovely person. And, will I be streaming tomorrow? Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. I think my next stream might be on Monday. In fact, by next week I should be finished with Silent Hill 2, I think. So last week was Silent Hill 2 streaming, and then maybe I'll make a start on Alan Wake 2. Who knows? We'll see how it goes. Anyway, I'm gonna head off. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Sayonara.